Okay, hello everybody and welcome. DSP here live on the stream for the pre-stream for Sunday, March 12th, 2017. How are you doing today? I'm hoping the answer is good. I'm doing pretty good, doing pretty solid. A little tired, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie because of daylight saving time. If you're not aware, today in the United States of America, overnight, we lost an hour. They decided to move the clocks forward an hour. They claim they do it to have an extra hour of daylight. I don't think anyone honestly knows why the fuck we do it anymore. Honestly, it's really stupid, and I think it's just more of a hindrance than anything else. But yeah, because of that, I have streamed an hour early, or I am streaming an hour early, okay? So, yes, I do apologize for anyone who maybe didn't know. I have been trying to relay this information for quite some time in pre-streams, on social media, on my schedule on Twitter, in the week of preview. Like, I've pretty much talked about it en masse, at length, till I was blue in the face for the past few days so that people would know. Sadly, I get the feeling today we will still have people who are late and will be like, oh my god. Yeah, that's the deal, okay? So, streaming an hour early. So, admittedly, I see there are less people here on stream than usual. That's cool, though. I fully expected that, okay? Today, we're doing more Zelda Breath of the Wild. It'll be another 4+ hours of gameplay here on stream, okay? Well, let me explain this. Since everything's going on YouTube with my now being in a new partnership, okay? Sadly, I can no longer monetize Nintendo videos. In fact, it was a good test yesterday, as my DSPGaming channel is in the new partnership now, and I uploaded the big batch of Zelda videos from Friday, which was the last day that I had streamed Zelda. Immediately as the videos went live, they got claimed by Nintendo. So, I made zero profit, zero revenue on any of the videos that I uploaded yesterday to YouTube. Delightful, right? Because, you know, Nintendo definitely deserves all ad revenue on gameplay videos of their games, despite the fact that they're protected under fair use if you do proper Let's Play procedures, despite the fact that Nintendo doesn't listen to gamers, despite the fact that Nintendo just sold a massively faulty console that literally about 75% of people who bought the Nintendo Switch are having hardware problems with it, yet Nintendo is not doing any kind of a recall. Despite the fact that Nintendo continuously just does anti-gamer practices, but people are such fanboys of the company that they fucking still, for whatever reason, put up with it. I don't get it. I call out Nintendo for all these practices on a regular basis, and people call me a hater of Nintendo, when in reality, I'm actually one of their biggest fans. It's just that I'm a critical fan rather than a fanboy. And when I see bullshit, I call it out. Alright? Nintendo has no right to claim ad revenue on any fucking video put out on YouTube that is any kind of a legitimate transformative work. Let's Plays are a transformative work. Reviews are a transformative work. But anyone who tries to upload to YouTube gets claimed. And since no one has the power to sue them, sadly, none of us have any real protection. Alright? So, the deal is, folks, that moving forward, I'm not going to be able to do any videos on YouTube that are going to make any profit regarding Nintendo, alright? Now, there is a silver lining to all of this, folks. There is a silver lining, okay? The silver lining is that I'm streaming on Twitch, and I've converted to a Twitch presence, okay? I am now doing things much more differently than I used to. I am, now interacting with the stream chat. I have these on-screen notifications. It's a much different experience. And for the 1 week that I've done this, the streaming here on Twitch has been incredibly profitable, to the point where I'm hoping that I can now build this channel on Twitch to the point where this becomes my major focus and YouTube becomes my supplementary thing. So it used to be, oh, everything I do is for YouTube because that's my main bread and butter, and, live streaming is just fan service. I'm going to flip that formula. I'm going to make it so that Twitch is the main focus. Twitch is where it's at. If you could be here live for the streams, you participate or whatever, right? And then YouTube will have to be the supplementary thing. And by the way, just to make it clear, not that I ever intended for that to happen, okay? I just want to be completely transparent here. YouTube has forced me to do this. YouTube has systematically, over the years, made giant changes to their website that have taken my business and the formula that it operates on and basically phased it so that it cannot be profitable on YouTube anymore. And I've done everything I can to adjust. I've done everything, you know. Doesn't work. You know, I have a new KO Gaming I launched a year ago. Doesn't get any traction on YouTube because YouTube, you know, basically keeps the top guys on top now and has these certain algorithms and things, and there's nothing you can do about it anymore. So I have to do this. If I'm going to continue to do gameplay for the internet and share my daily experiences with all of you, I have to do this flip. Okay? It's that simple. Alright, so folks, that's the deal. So the good news is, the streaming for the past week has been great. I've had a ton of fun. I've been more engaged. I've been more excited for the daily streams. And I have had a ton of fun doing this. I said it, you know, just the other day. I feel reinvigorated. I feel excited to come to work every day because I know that the streams are going to be fun and hilarious. No matter what game I'm playing, they end up being really good. Okay? So, that being said, I'm very excited for today. But, even though, alright, even though I cannot make any money on YouTube with Nintendo, as long as I can keep the streams profitable here on Twitch, I'm more than willing to keep playing Nintendo games. Not to say that there's a ton of Nintendo games, let's face it here, folks. The Switch itself has such a pathetic launch lineup of games here that just playing Zelda is enough to hold everyone over on Nintendo until probably like the fall when the Mario game comes out, right? Yeah, so there you have it. There's really not that much going on in regards to Nintendo besides Zelda. So it's cool to be here, to still be playing Zelda, and not, honestly, to not have to worry about things such as, oh no, I'm not making any ad revenue or anything on it, right? As long as people are here, and they're subbing to the channel, and they're cheering, and they're leaving tips, and I'm participating and actively talking with all of you and responding to your comments in the stream chat, it seems like it's going to work out well, okay? So today's more Zelda, 4 more hours of Zelda. FYI, as I am playing Zelda, I'm going to leave these streams archived on Twitch as highlights. So what that means is if you go to my Twitch page right here, which you're watching obviously right now, and you go up to, I don't know if it's saved videos or archives or highlights, I don't know what it's called, but you're going to see my Zelda streams will be there. So if you want to come back in the future and rewatch the Zelda streams and even have the live stream chat there too, so you can see what people were saying in the stream chat at the time, that's going to be possible, okay? That's all going to be there. It's all going to be archived there, which is cool. Now, I still will be recording the videos for YouTube, but it's not going to be a major focus for me. So, oh darn, some of the videos screw up for YouTube or whatever. I don't really, it's not a big deal, you know? I'm certainly not going to be, you know, being so painstakingly managing of the videos for YouTube when I know that I'm not going to be making any money on them anyway. And people could just come here to Twitch and watch the archive stream. So, there you have it. Now, that's only the case with Nintendo. I just want to make that, abundantly clear to everyone, okay? That I am going to continue to do normal playthroughs for YouTube for games that I can monetize. So, for example, Nier Automata, which I'm also playing right now. I am going to continue to play that, and we'll, you know, cut it up for YouTube, and we'll be uploading it. And in fact, that's what I'm going to upload to DSPGaming today, is yesterday's session of Nier Automata, okay? So there you have it. That's the deal. 4 hours of Zelda today. Stream will be archived. Videos will be uploaded, but I'm not too worried about it. Other games will be going normal, alright? Okay. Now, here's the deal, folks. There's a lot coming up that I gotta talk about. First of all, today we've got a major change. Okay? A major change. Here we go. I've got a brand new pop-up celebration kind of thing for the stream. It's for tips. So right now for subs, if you sub to my channel while I'm live streaming, you're going to see that wow dude message pop up. If you leave a cheer with bits, you're going to see that nothing I could do message pop up. But I've got a new one for tips. from Dr. Zombius. Again, another hand-drawn one, okay? Another hand-drawn one. And it's in color. So if anyone leaves me a tip today, yeah, it's going to be cool. It's going to be a new message that you're going to get to see here, a new notification on stream. I'm excited to see how people react to it because I think it's really good. How do you leave a tip? If you're wondering, right here on my Twitch page, if you look below the stream, directly below the stream, there is a tips section, okay? It's a picture of me kind of posing with Pokemon. If you click on that, it'll take you to the tips page by which you can leave me a tip. And if you leave me a tip, you're going to get an on-screen notification. You're going to get to see the new message. Okay? Pretty cool. Yeah, it's going to be good. I'm hoping that some people... Oh, someone just did! Anonymous just left a $1 tip to see it, and there it is. Did you see that? Pretty cool, right? So it's supposed to be a take on I'm pushing buttons. You know, which is one of the other... Or I'm pressing buttons, or I'm pushing buttons, however you want to spin it. Yeah. Pretty cool, and that one's in color. So Dr. Zombius has been doing a good job with all of these. And, I guess we'll see what happens moving forward. You know, he might colorize the other ones, too. I gotta say, it's a very special thank you shout-out to Dr. Zombius for doing these. Because, they're really awesome little pop-up things. You know, most people don't get that on their streams. If they do, it's like a little animated GIF or whatever. Oh, thank you to Marky117 who just left a 50-bit cheer. Appreciate that. He got the cheers started for today. Yeah, boy, we've had some heated competition over the past several streams, right? Of people leaving bits and who's going to be the top bit cheerer for the day. Right now, Marky117 just got it started with a 50-bit cheer. Let's see. Wonder who will be in competition with him today for the top cheer. I guess we'll find out. All right, so that's one of the changes today is, you know, getting a new thank you kind of on-screen notification for tips. Please consider leaving a tip. It's just like if you went to a restaurant and you know, the waiter or waitress did a good job. Just like if you went to a bar and the bartender served you well. Same thing here. If you're sitting here, you're having a good time and you're enjoying yourself, right? And you really want to see me continue to do this as a job and you're embracing the changes and me doing these interactive and you know, more interesting live streams, you might want to consider leaving me a tip. There you go. All right. So, what else? Well, I want to let everyone know with the schedule this week, because the schedule is now solidified, and it is different than originally what I had thought it was going to be. Okay? So, here's the deal. Today, folks, Zelda on stream. Tonight, it's going to be the weekend preview. And also, in addition to the weekend preview, I'm going to be doing patron stuff. What I need to do is get all of the information together from everyone who messaged me this past week to get their Patreon perks for the month of February. And I'm going to be actioning those tonight, sending, you know, that information off to my webmaster so we can get some forum upgrades going. I'm going to see if anyone's owed a private Q&A video, and if they are, I'm going to film that private Q&A video. So there's a lot of patron stuff I need to do tonight, so I'll be working on that tonight. That's going to be my night, okay? There you have it. Tomorrow I will be here again, live streaming. Now, I'm not sure what I'm going to stream. I may put it to a poll tonight on Twitter to see if people want to see Zelda again or if they want to see more Nier. In my opinion, I really don't mind. I would do either one. Okay, I like both games. And, in that regard, I don't really mind which game I play on stream tomorrow. So I may do a poll, and, you know, depending on the results of the poll, may determine what I play tomorrow, okay? Tomorrow night, I'm not sure what I'm doing. I may be working on something offline. It all depends. I have to see how I feel. Maybe I'll do a double stream tomorrow for a rarity. I'll do a double stream where maybe whatever wins the poll I play first, and then I do a late night stream of something, you know, the other game. I'm not sure yet. I'm going to see what happens, you know, see how I feel. And then Tuesday will be my day off. So on Tuesday, I will not be live streaming whatsoever. Okay, I just want to make that abundantly clear. I will not be live streaming at all this coming Tuesday. But I'll be back on Wednesday in full force with another full gameplay stream for you. More than likely, it'll be whatever was the main session on Monday. Probably it will be the opposite game will be the main session on Wednesday. And then, starting Wednesday night, is going to be the beginning of the Patron's Choice playthrough, which is the result of the patrons in January who all pledged, okay, and nominated and then voted on a game that's going to be a playthrough. It's going to be Danganronpa, which is apparently a visual novel murder mystery. Just to make this abundantly clear, I am not going to be live streaming Danganronpa at all. I'm going to be playing it in offline chunks of 2 to 2.5 hours that will be uploaded directly to YouTube. So you'll only be able to see Danganronpa on DSPGaming, okay? Why is that? It's very simple. Because Danganronpa, number one, it's a visual novel. It's just a story. That's it. So there's really no need for any kind of interactivity and or there's a high potential for spoilers. And the last thing that I would want is a giant spoiler. You know, we're all here in the stream chat watching a game and enjoying it and having fun. And the next thing you know, boom, big story spoiler or something pops up. You know, that would be terrible. Oh, by the way, thank you to Eternia Forever, who just did a 70-bit cheer and has taken up the cheer lead for the day so far. Okay. So, yeah, I'm not going to be live streaming Danganronpa. It doesn't make sense to do so. And it's going to be the playthrough that I'm kind of pairing with everything else. It's going to be ongoing. I'm certainly in no rush to finish the game, so it could go as long as it needs to go. All right. Yeah, so that's the deal with that. That's going to be continuing on. Or not continuing on, but starting on Wednesday night and kind of continuing on being balanced with everything else. Okay? That's the deal with that. I also might be doing another game this week, offline. It would not be live streamed. I don't have too much details on that yet. If when I do finally have solidified details on that, I will let everyone know. Because I don't want to promise you something and then it doesn't come through. But I may be doing another shorter playthrough of a game this week. We'll see. We'll see. So basically the focus of all of my gameplay streams this week is going to be Zelda and Nier Automata, continuing on with those games. So what I'm to understand, Nier Automata is not actually a very long game that could take anywhere from 10 to 12 hours to beat it your first time through. But of course everyone's saying, oh, it's a game you got to play multiple times to get the full story, to which I say, well, that's too bad because I'm not going to have time to play it multiple times. As everyone knows, next week we've got Mass Effect Andromeda, which is going to be my main focus every single day here on stream. So I'm probably going to play Nier once and that's it. And you might say, oh, well then you're going to miss out. Which I respond, yeah, well that's not my fault. That's not my fault at all. I didn't do it that way, you know what I mean? I didn't make the game. And certainly I can't clear 36 hours of gameplay for a game that's only 10 hours long because they make you play it multiple times to get all the story out of it. I mean, you know what I mean? It's pretty silly. So, that's the deal, folks. It's going to be the continuation of Zelda this week. It's going to be the continuation of Nier this week. Danganronpa will be starting offline this week. And there may be another game as well. And all this building up to, of course, Mass Effect next week. There you go. Oh, by the way, special thanks to Lunatic Fringe, who just tipped $1, and we saw the pushing buttons animation. I like that pushing buttons animation a lot, man. Very nice, thank you. Hopefully we'll see a lot more of that today. I guess we'll see if people keep doing the tips or not. Okay. So, what else? I still have more updates. I know this is a long pre-stream, but I got a lot to talk about. Teespring, folks. Yesterday, I launched my... Well, actually, I take that back. I think it was actually Friday night. Late Friday night. I launched my Wave 2 of my Teespring products. And so far, so good. People seem to like them. Okay. I've got a few sales already on the new designs, which is great. And people are still really loving the skull design and going, you know, a lot of sales for that. So, sales are still pretty good. Got a bunch of new sales in the past day or two. And check it out if you haven't. The stuff is great. If I can keep the Teespring going at a good level and maybe adding a new product or two every weekend, I think that I can keep it going with interest, and I think people will keep going for it, and it could be some consistent income for me, which is great. In addition, there's new products including pillows, posters, and canvas artwork. Yeah, like, remember how I used to buy those paintings at conventions and hang them on my wall in the condo in Connecticut way back when? I think you remember that, right? Yeah, well, now you can get some of these awesome, like that skull logo, that's so awesome. You can get it on a canvas print, hang it on your wall. You can get it on a poster and hang it on your wall. So, I'm actually considering getting a canvas print of one of them, honestly. Oh, thank you to Boomhauer8606, who just did a 500-bit cheer, and he became the cheerleader for today. Appreciate that, Boomhauer. So that, boom. A slow build here. Pretty nice. And no, it's not body pillows. People are like, you're selling body pillows of your body? Yes, of course I am. No, it's you know, pillows of the design, of the skull design, the best-selling design, basically. Teespring wanted to see if they put the logo that everyone's buying on my shop on these new products, if these new products would sell. They're actually new products in particular for Teespring. They just started offering them, so they wanted to see if anyone would be interested. So, yeah, pretty cool. Check it out again. The link's been in the stream chat, but I'll say it again verbally for those who may be watching this on YouTube. It's teespring.com/stores/DSPGaming. Alright, so outside of all of those updates, just the usual stuff. One thing I do want to say is that I really have not been talking about Patreon too much recently, folks. And there's a reason for that. You know, I've been in a time of uncertainty here. And I don't know, moving forward, right now, this past week's been great. It's been very positive. Everything's been working out with streaming as my focus. It's been very profitable. Okay? So that's been good. But it's not guaranteed that this is going to work out. I mean, I think it is. It looks good so far. But you never know what's going to happen. I need to keep the positivity going. I need to keep the streams going at the level that they're going in order to be able to keep this business working, okay? And only a week, I mean, a week is not evidence of you know, success yet. I don't want to jump the gun and say, we've done it, yes, we're great. I mean, I'm very excited, I'm very grateful, but I don't want to say we're there yet. So because of that, I haven't set up a goal for Patreon this month. I don't have any of special events set up or anything, because I don't want people to go crazy pledging towards a goal, right? And the next thing you know, within a month or two, things don't work out, and I can't do this full-time anymore, and now I can't come through on a goal that I promised for people who pledged to my Patreon, okay? So that's why I haven't done that. I don't want to overpromise and underdeliver. I'm almost thinking for the month of March, I shouldn't set a goal on Patreon. It should just be very simple. If you like what I do, if you want to see me continue to be successful, if you want to see me do these new improved live streams every day, still upload to YouTube, still keep everything going, then please, you know, if you can, pledge to my Patreon. It's a monthly ongoing thing, you know, pledge a month. I've said as little as $1 a month helps. So maybe if you're one of those people who, you know, you don't have a lot of money to cheer on these streams. You don't have a lot of money to do a donation or whatever, or excuse me, tips, because it's not supposed to be called a donation legally. But you still want to help. You could do a small $1 a month subscription there to my Patreon. That works, okay? And it helps. It really does. It adds up. I don't want people to take that for granted and be like, oh, well, now Phil's getting money on Twitch, so that's it. Everyone, we don't need Patreon anymore. No. It's the exact opposite. I still need that Patreon support. If that Patreon support gets withdrawn, then all this gaining and all of this progress that we've been making here on Twitch is for naught, honestly, okay? Oh, special thanks to Captain DCW9514, who just did a 50-bit cheer, and he said, awesome, more Zelda today. There you go. So, that's kind of the deal, folks, is please don't take Patreon for granted. Also, keep in mind, Patreon, you get direct rewards, direct perks for being a patron, including premium forum access, being able to vote and nominate on games when events do come up, getting your questions answered on my bi-monthly show, Ask the King, which, by the way, the next episode is going to be in April. And even getting a private Q&A video made, which every single person who's ever had a private Q&A video has told me they loved it. Okay? Every single person says that it's amazing, and they're really happy that they went for that perk. So don't take it for granted. Again, I definitely need the Patreon support. Please check it out. Patreon.com/DarksidePhil. And then last but not least, folks, please check out my girlfriend's business, The Black Currant, where she sells handmade glycerin soaps and wax tart melts. Great quality stuff. She's been in operation for 2 years, and she's got nothing but positive customer feedback. If you don't believe me, check out the website for yourself. She ships not only to the United States, but also to Canada, to Europe, to Australia, and to many other places. So give it a look. I actually only wash with her soap. I love the stuff. I certainly can't plug it anymore, because I really do. All the time. I love it. Well, give it a look for yourself. I think you're going to like it, whether it's for you or a gift for someone else. It's great stuff, okay? Someone in the stream chat, I think their name was OMG Zelda, just said, why isn't there a donate button or a tip cup? There is. Take a look. Just look below the stream. There is a section right there for tips. If you click there, it takes you to my tips page. And that's what's allowing that notification of the pushing buttons notification to happen. The new one that I added for today. So, yeah, one more time, everyone, since I see a lot of people joined while I was doing pre-stream. I got a new on-screen notification today from Dr. Zombius, hand-drawn, it's in color, it's pushing buttons, it's really cool. So if you want to see it, you have to leave a tip today, okay? That one's associated with tips, so you got to go to below the stream, click there, it'll take you to my tips page, leave a tip, and you will see the on-screen notification. Pretty cool. Okay? Alright. Poll says, move it to the top of my profile. It is. The thing is, you're probably not looking on a desktop. You're probably on a different device. And Twitch actually looks differently depending on what device you're using. I can't make it do it for every device. It's already at the top for me. So, it is what it is. You gotta look down there and find it, okay? Okay, that is it, folks. It's time for us to start with the gameplay. 4+ more hours of Zelda Breath of the Wild here on stream. I'm excited. I hope you are, too. Looking forward to everyone having a good time. And that's what it's all about, right? Okay, that's it. Let us begin. Zelda. The continuation of Zelda. Which, sadly, I make no money on YouTube, but hey, that's what we're on stream for today, right? Okay, here we go, folks. Let's continue.